Hello, Fabulous Aries. Welcome to your horoscope for the month of July 2016, Love Focus. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Thank you for being here. This month, in the context of love, we've got several things taking place that speak to a sweetening and a softening, but also some very powerful changes as well that help you to understand how important your relationship is. A lot depends on how you're entering this month. Are you entering this month in a committed relationship or not? If you're open to meeting someone new, there are going to be some other things that are going to be a lot more dominant with this sky. So let's start with those of you who are in a committed relationship. If you're in a committed relationship, it is going to be the lunar activity that takes place, which is what I spoke about in the general focused horoscope, the new moon happening at the very bottom of your sky, the base of your chart, and the full moon happening at the very top of your sky. And it is that new moon in particular that really has me interested for you, because that particular new moon is speaking to matters of home and hearth and heart and safety. And the thing is, with relationships, that's a lot of what they tend to do. They help us to understand through the self-acceptance, through the work that we do in a committed partnership, and particularly when we share with another person one-on-one and we share a living space with another person one-on-one. There's a level of intimacy there, a level of vulnerability that happens there that can be, in the right relationship, can be absolutely healing. And I think that this is, this is a little bit psychology 101, but this is part of the motivation of relationships and why it is love and relationships that really show us who we are in a way that we might not have known had we not fully immersed ourselves and participated in those relationships. So we have this incredible new moon happening, and a very consequential new moon happening at the bottom of your sky. And it is speaking very profoundly to feeling a deeper level of comfort with this person that you love, a deeper sense of sharing secrets, of sharing vulnerabilities, and also of embracing change and what could be ahead. In some way, if you're in a committed relationship, that relationship is going to go through a redefinition and is going to ask to go through some type of transformation, which ultimately can bring you that much closer to that person. And it doesn't have to be like a big dramatic thing. Depending on what else is happening in your sky, right? It can be elating. It can be really happy news. It can be really good news. It can be also just an agreement, like a softer moment, an agreement that allows you to move into a space where your relationship is better than ever, better than you knew it could be. All of this becomes possible with a sky like this. It does involve some honesty, does involve some vulnerability. And that isn't always easy, but that's where relationships can not sometimes be easy. But still, there is a certain flow, right? Relationships are going to be hard anyways. It's just that they're hard because they show you who you are. And what's really interesting is when you're with the right person, you're able to see who you are and you're able to do that work in a way that is not necessarily jarring as it might be with somebody else, right? In the right relationship, you feel safe and there's that space to do that work together, to feel that sense of self-acceptance and also ownership for your own learning. So that's going to be part of the distinction that shows up for you, depending on what kind of relationship you have. If you are in a relationship that has that kind of jarring element, it's going to be apparent now. If you are in a relationship that feels soft and supportive, that's going to be apparent now too, and it can move in that much more of a positive direction. But you can expect some kind of a redefinition as part of understanding where the two of you are going together. For those of you who are open to meeting someone new, Venus is going to move into a super harmonious placement into fellow fire sign Leo. And Venus will start moving over the same parts of your sky that Jupiter moved over not that long ago, actually. So if you think back to what was taking place in July of 2014, right to August of 2015, that is when you had Jupiter moving through the same part of the sky. Well, now Venus is going to come along and add some softening, add some smoothness, add some light and love and sweetness and beauty to where Jupiter traveled before and changed your understanding of love and matters of heart. And this move can really allow you to feel a sense that love is available to you. It can bring forward your flirty self, but it can also have other people flirting with you. And really what this is about is enjoying your life and the desire and the determination to enjoy your life that much more. The invitation to enjoy will be particularly strong, and you being willing to engage this energy, being willing to just go out, live your life, live it up, allows you to relax enough to allow love in. So you can expect at the very least some flirty moments, particularly as we move towards the later part of the month and we have the conversation. Venus will start speaking with Uranus as well as we move late into the month, and that should be particularly sweet as that energy starts to build and build late in the month. And that energy also speaks very powerfully to things being able to change very quickly and very positively. That energy speaks to love taking you by surprise. Love taking you by surprise. So that's energy actually that's going to be with you late in the month and into even, you'll feel some of that blessings into next month as well. And really the key here is to be open to the blessings as they find you, because ultimately what this says is that there's something within you that is starting to recognize, starting to have that connection between enjoying your life and welcoming in a love that can make your life more enjoyable. And so connections that you make now would be very heart related. If you already connected to somebody, right, not that long ago, but if you connected to somebody back when Jupiter was moving through the same part of the sky and you're still connected to that person, then this can be that much more of a sweetening and a softening of that bond. What I love about this month for you is that there's so much heart in it. There's change, there's purpose, and there's a real sense now that there is love, sweet love, fun love, the kind of love that adds something beautiful and lighthearted into your life. And when you have that sense, it makes the work that love requires from time to time, it makes that work that much more easier to do, knowing that you are loved through the process. Head over to my website right now to get early access to the Jupiter Special Horoscopes. In the month of September, Jupiter will change signs, will move into the sign of Libra. This is so exciting as all of us in some way are going to notice our blessings shift and feel ourselves getting more hopeful and getting more opportunity in a very practical kind of way in a new area of life. So based on your sun sign, based on your moon sign, your rising sign, Jupiter will bless your life in new ways. So to find out how and to get an early look into how, head on to my website, nadiyashah.com. And of course, those horoscopes will be available on YouTube to the public on YouTube in the month of September. But if you want an early look, visit my website, and I look forward to seeing you there. It'll be great. This move of Jupiter into Libra will be great. Enjoy.